Hello, hello, and welcome to Deep Fried Podcast. This is Jack Fry, and thank you for listening. Last night, the Warriors took a 2-0 series lead with a 115-109 win over the Rockets. The Bucks exploded and dominated the Celtics in the second half and won the game 123-102. That series is tied 1-1. Also, the NFL over-unders or win-loss totals came out, and I found it very, very interesting. Let me get to this. So, last night, the Bucks and Celtics played in the earlier game, and it was a pretty competitive game for the first half, and in the third quarter, with 7 minutes left, it was 74-71 Bucks. 3-point game, not too bad. But then the Bucks went on a 31-4 run. Bang. Over. Giannis went crazy. He had 18 free throws. He just kept attacking. The Celtics just had no answer for him. Not to mention, the Bucks were shooting really good last night. Budenholzer came out and made some adjustments, and he put Mirotic in the starting lineup, which was a pretty good move. And that spread out the floor a little bit more. Giannis kept attacking, and guys were open for threes all night long. Kyrie went cold, and he couldn't make a shot with bigger defenders on him. He was 0 for 9 when he had a bigger defender on him. So Kyrie kind of fell apart in this game, and Boston just had no answer in the second half. On another note, Tatum went 2 for 10 and only had 5 points. So when your star players are just not showing up, we all know what happens, especially in the NBA playoffs. In the Warriors game, Harden played much better. And after all those complaints in game 1, he shot much better. And you know why? Because he was trying to make shots, not trying to get fouled. If you look at his feet in his shots from game 1 to game 2, you can see a drastic difference. After game 1, he complained that he wasn't getting the fouls. Well, look at his feet. He was kicking them out every single time he shot the ball and trying to get a foul. In game 2, he was jumping straight up and straight down, maybe forward a little bit, but he wasn't looking for the foul. He was looking to make the shot, which is how you should play basketball. Come on. So thank you, Harden, for actually playing basketball and not just playing for the refs to give you a game. That was ridiculous on game 1 and all the complaints and that stupid report that Houston came out with trying to embarrass the referees in the NBA. Why would you do that before game 2 and then you have Foster refereeing your game, which you've already admitted you don't like him? Bad move, Houston. Durant said that the first series against the Clippers prepared them for the Rockets. The adversity they went through against that scrappy team woke them up, and they saw that they could not let off the gas. They have to put their foot on the throat of the opponent and just keep pressing down constantly until the game is over. So a stat came out for these two games. The Hamptons 5, which is Curry at the point, Clay at the guard, then you got Durant, Draymond, and Iguodala. So that's like their small lineup, I guess you could say, but they're calling it the Hamptons Fives. I guess the Hamptons is like a rich place you can go to vacation or something like that, high end. So that's their high end lineup, all-stars. Compared to the rest of their lineups that they play, the Hamptons 5 in 48 minutes had an offensive rating of 129.7 points per game. All other lineups in 48 minutes had an offensive rating of 98.4 points per game. That's a 30-point swing. The net of the Hamptons 5 was plus 15.8 on the floor. So they're plus 15.8 point differential between them and the opposing team. When all other lineups were in, it was a minus 4.2. Teams are catching up when the Hamptons 5 isn't on the floor, and when they are, they're getting dominated, and the Warriors are pulling away. Now, part of the Hamptons 5 is putting Iguodala in with Curry, Steph, Draymond, and Durant instead of having a center on the floor. They can do that because for some reason when Iguodala gets to the playoffs, he turns on a switch and shifts to a new gear. He's got double the points in the playoffs than he had in the regular season, and he leads the playoffs. All players in dunks. Old man Iguodala, are you serious? No, he doesn't look old to me. He's got spring in his step, and Draymond has hit him for alley-oops over and over and over again. It's like, watch the back door, defense. Iggy's coming in to dunk in your face. I love it. Looking forward, the Warriors are up 2-0 in that series. Do the Rockets have a chance? Yes. Did I say that they could win the series? Yes, I did. But I said if they can get one of the first 2 games in Oakland, and they didn't. So I'm going to stick with my pick of picking the Warriors, which I said before I'd take them. The Warriors are 2-0, and it looks like it's probably going to be the Warriors moving past the Rockets, and I feel like they'll probably get past whoever plays them in the Western Conference Finals between the Nuggets and the Blazers. A couple of great dates that I wanted to tell you about, folks. PGA Championship is May 16th, 2 weeks from tomorrow, and the favorite to win that tournament is Tiger Woods. Yes! I cannot wait to watch that. I love golf, especially when Tiger is playing. He's the most exciting golfer there is, and golf is exciting. Yes, golf is exciting when Tiger Woods is playing, especially when he's playing well. That should be very, very fun to watch. And June 7th, the Women's World Cup gets started. And who's the favorite? USA. USA. The American girls, they're the favorites. I love the Women's World Cup. It's probably more entertaining for us as Americans than the Men's World Cup because the ladies they're just better compared to the rest of the world. I don't know what it is about the Women's World Cup and the ladies being better than the men, but they've won it, 2 times now? And they're the favorites to win it this year? That would be awesome. Can't wait to watch that. PGA Championship and the Women's World Cup, some great things to look forward to. Now, NFL win totals. This list has all 32 teams and their win predictions. The highest win prediction is 11 wins. There is a lot of parity in the NFL right now. Well, at least for the regular season. We all know what happens when the playoffs start and the Patriots are in it. So the most wins is the 11, and that's the Patriots. Next is the Chiefs with 10.5, then the Rams with 10.5, and the Saints with a 10.5. Chargers 10, Colts is 9.5, Eagles is 9.5, Bears is 9, Browns is 9. I don't know about that one. Cowboys 9, Falcons 9, Packers 9, Vikings 9, Ravens 8.5, Seahawks 8.5, and Steelers 8.5. Texans 8.5, 49ers 8 wins. I'm thinking they're going to get 9 or 10 wins this year, but that division is tough. They just have to split with the Rams and the Seahawks, then of course take both wins with the Cardinals. Jaguars 8 wins, don't agree with that. Panthers 8 wins, Titans 8 wins, don't agree with that. Jets 7.5, that seems about right. Broncos 7 wins, Bills 6.5, Lions 6.5, Bengals 6, Buccaneers 6, Raiders 6, probably right about the Raiders, but they do look better. Redskins 6, Cardinals 5.5, Giants 5.5 wins, and Dolphins coming up in last place with the worst win total in the league at 4.5 wins. So I guess Josh Rosen isn't going to make their team much better. In this list, I really agree with most of it, but 11 as the highest, I mean, I guess it's an over-under, so I guess that makes sense. You know, the Patriots could definitely get more than 11 wins. Chiefs in second, 10.5. Rams, 10.5. Saints, 10.5. I think the Saints are actually going to take a step back this year. They've lost in the playoffs the last 2 seasons. They've been ripped off, or robbed is the word, because last year, of course, the Rams beat them with that crazy pass interference no call, and then the year before they lost to the Vikings with that Minneapolis miracle. Eagles at 9.5, I think they'll get more than that. That division is in shambles. I guess the Cowboys are pretty good. Bears at 9, I agree with that, but they might be 8-8 this year. I mean, who knows? Browns at 9, probably about there. Packers at 9, that's the same as the Bears. So somebody in the Vikings at 9. So we have the Bears, Packers, and Vikings at 9 wins each. Where's the Lions? Oh, 6.5. Oh, it's typical of the Lions. They just kind of stink it up every single year. We'll see what they do. They're trying to be the Patriots NFC, and it's just not going to happen. Steelers 8.5. They have them 0.5 below the Browns. I don't agree with that. I think the Steelers are going to have a big season this year. Ben Roethlisberger has a lot to prove. He wants to show the league and the rest of the world that he is still an elite quarterback, and he doesn't need diva wide receivers or running backs to help him. It's a team game, folks. Thanks, everybody, for listening to The Short Show. though. I agree that the Warriors are probably going to take out the Rockets. We'll see how far this series goes, but they seem to be the favorites to win the championship again. We'll see what the Celtics can do at home. Good basketballing to you. Can't wait for Bethpage Black. Tiger Woods is the favorite, folks. I love it. Music has been provided by Ben Sounds. Thanks, Ben. Your sounds are fantastic. Goodbye.